You ready? Okay. So you get to watch from the. You good?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So just briefly, we're going to do the wet dry test, and this is so important. So the Now We Know campaign is the campaign which is going across the country. It's going to be internationally informing women about the harmful chemicals that are inside of their pads, their tampons, and panty liners. So today, what I'm going to do is for you a simple demonstration. We'll go into a wet dry, and then if you like, we can go a little further into it with the chemicals and breakdown of the two pads. Okay?
Yes.
Oh, okay. You gotta talk.
Listening to you. Okay.
All right. So this is the traditional pad.
Mm-hmm.
This is Exhibit A. And if you look here, you can see that in this, what you can see is that this pad is open, right? And this is supposed to be a sanitary napkin, but we call this an unsanitary napkin. You just had a baby. Prime example. Everything that was sanitized was plastic and sealed up, right?
Mm-hmm.
This isn't sealed like that. It's the adhesion is made with the construction grade adhesive. Let me say that. So it's like the equivalency of duct tape, probably on steroids. That's my opinion, but it is with the adhesive, the construction grade. So if this was to ever be sealed closed, it literally can combust. So how that's gonna work? It can't. Right. And then this is our pad. This is our Cherish pad. So this is our Cherish day pad. Boom, boom. See it? And as you can tell, our pads are sealed. So not only is my pad sealed, it's sealed with a plant-based adhesive. So it's safe for the environment and it's safe for us because I have met customers who actually have irritants to the adhesive in from their pads. And that's one of the great things is that we have so many different perks with this pad. So I'm going to open this up. So we know that normally we take our pads, we throw them in our bag, take them out. You like me, got some snacks in there.
Yes.
Right, some pens. You haven't started yet, but wait, when baby gets older, you'll have crayons, toys, everything else. And what happens is we open it up, wipe it off, shake a little bit, and then we take it out. Put it on, and we go. Now this pad says that it's 10 hours. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and put this on here. This will be Exhibit A. This here is our Cherish day pad. Cherish Premium Sanitary Napkin. This is our day pad. So we don't have to put hours on our pads. I am a user. I am a spokesperson. I am a ambassador for our pads here because I use them myself and I don't have to change them how everybody else is changing them. Now, really quickly, I want you to, I don't know how this is going to work. I wanted you to touch the pads to feel the difference.
Hold on, I'm gonna make it work.
You gonna make it work?
Yes, I am.
You got it. So you feel the difference there. I'm gonna lift this up for you, so you can feel the top of that.
Oh yeah, it's a lot softer. Hold on, let me.
Yeah. Yeah. You feel that? The difference of it is from the touch. One of the reasons why I fell in love with it. So, thank you. So I found out about the product in August. One night, late night, up, not sleeping, going through the internet. Some kind of way, I came across this video with Brother Amin doing a demonstration for some of the guys in the kitchen. And in the process, what I found out about it, my mouth dropped. I couldn't believe it. A week later, they was having with the few of the founders, Brother Amin, and they were having a meeting and doing a live focus group in Newark, Delaware. I called my friends up and nobody wanted to come with me. I went out there by myself. Now, I went with the intention because I knew I was leaving with some product. That's what I knew for sure. After everything I heard, I knew I was leaving with product. So I went there. I felt the pads. I seen the difference, heard testimonies. And that is where my relationship was birthed with Inspire. Latifah Ali, you might know her father, the Ali Bean Pies, right?
Oh yeah.
So Latifah Ali is she's the owner and the creator of Leah Wear. She makes active wear, and she's the daughter of Ali Bean Pie. So I met her there, and from there it's been like nothing but a straight great partnership, family, sisterhood from there. And that's where I also met Diana Townsend. So she's like over top of our team. She's a great, wonderful person. So all that was birthed in August. Save the Love Box was birthed there too. But I left there. Not only did I get a sample, I was Latifah's second person with the sample. I left with lots of product that I could afford. Came in, got my product, and I knew from there I was never turning back.
I have a question.
Sure.
So before you found this, what were you using before?
I was using a little bit of everything. So because my flow is so heavy, I was using pads and tampons.
So was I.
Right. So I have endometriosis. I'm gonna go into that a little bit later.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
this is what this is. So these are two different pads. So the doctors say, the GYN say that on average, women they secrete and let go of 15 to 50 milliliters. Now, granted, it may be more and it could be less, given or take the person. So what I want to do is, if you can see here, let me know when you see me at 50. I don't know that.
A little bit more.
A little bit more? On 50 or 60? This
you
is
want
50.
it on 50, right?
Yes.
Yeah, keep going. Oh, wait.
We are?
Yeah, you good. Never
Okay.
mind. I'll put them right now.
All right, so here, put this one here. Now, because this is our pad, to show the difference, let me know when I get to 60.
All right.
All right. So all right, so what we're going to do here, I'm going to pour 50 milliliters here on the competitor pad, on their 10-hour-a-day pad. I used to use everything. My flow was really heavy, so when I found out all this, and the brother did the video and he was talking about it there, and I was like, really? That's it? So my period used to look like a crime scene. Okay, so that's their 50, and this is our 60. Now, I want you to take a look closer, right, while I'm pouring this. I want you to look at this. This is what I like to have people look at when I'm out. So you can see it as I'm pouring.
Yeah, it's like
pulling it right back down. So literally, it's eating at it. So
well, this one, it sits on top.
You can you can see it. But if you look,
because I've used these before.
Right.
So I know. Yeah.
So how often do you change your pad?
Every time I go to the bathroom.
Because it's so wet and
I don't want to. I don't even like using pads. Like
no, I was using pads and tampons.
So was I, but I found out about tampons. They not good either. They're horrible. So I tried to stop using them, but it's so hard when...
Because it's more of a convenience, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you don't have all that extra oogie feeling, touchy stuff. So what I'm going to do is, since you're multitasking, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have my partner, Jenna, here help me with this. So I'm going to have Jenna put her hand here, apply pressure there. All right. So that's what we used to feeling, right? Then, which hand did you use? Okay. And put proper pressure. Oh, she's shaking the table so you know it's real. And what you got there?
99% dry.
What you got there? Game
cop
changer,
up.
right?
Y'all need the cop up.
Game
changer.
Right?
Yes.
Because every month, this is what we go through.
Yes,
every month, every month. So every time you go to the bathroom, that's what? Once an hour, every 2 hours, you go to the bathroom, you're changing your pad. And you don't like it, so you're wet. You got that.
I hate it so much.
So this is what we give you. Before getting into any more of the specifics that I talked to you about, that you've already done your research and you might have heard me talk about already. This is it right here. This is all free, not going anywhere else. This is your factor. As a woman, we know. When we wet or do we want to be dry? That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. Now you could touch it. If you could reach over, you touch it.
Yeah, and then mine. This one, see, you could feel it. It's like a diaper.
Right. Feel that one. When you reach it.
Ooh, yeah.
I'll lift it up for you.
How often do you change these ones? Yeah, wow.
Dry, right?
When I was able to get a prototype, I've been with the company for a year now. I'm one of the founding members. I started back in December of last year. So when I was able to get the prototype before we actually had the product on hand, the prototype lasted me 12 hours. The same napkin for 12 hours.
I'm going to say that I did it because I was like, let me put this thing to the test. With what I have endometriosis. I've battled with pelvic inflammatory disease. I have cysts on my ovaries. So I have a lot of issues down there, and I be in a lot of pain. And when I tell you, like, I've had embarrassing moments where I was sitting down before this one moment. I was living back at home. I was living in Kitland. We was in Kitland, and I was sitting on a curb with some of my friends. And I waited till everybody left because I happened to look up. I seen something dripping. Now you sitting on a curb. I was like, well, what is that? And when I lifted my butt, I had a puddle of blood. A puddle of blood. So when I came on my period, sometimes I had to leave school because I would be sick with back pain. I'd be nauseous, throwing up, migraines. It was completely ridiculous. So I have been suffering with these issues for years, on top of years, and been back and forth on different birth controls. And sometimes the birth control worked, but only worked for a little bit, and then other times it wouldn't. So
no, we don't make any medical claims
at all.
So we do give the woman the ability to have a more comfortable and dry experience. But there will be women that have certain conditions that will find some relief, but we don't do any medical claims.
Yeah.
Right. So I share what I've researched, because since being in the company, for me to do more research, it's been big for me to get this information. So my mouth dropped, and that's all I've done. So I'm gonna take you here with breaking down this pad. So it's actually like mind blowing once you look into it to find out, because you know me. You're like, no, like you really know me.
Yeah,
you
I
know how.
Yeah.
Listen, this how much I work out. I'll be on my food and everything. So I kind of fell off now. Been out. I'm hurt. But hopefully I'll get back, inshallah. But you know how we do. And
yeah, of course.
We work out and we take care. We want to take care of our bodies. We want to eat right and make sure we get this stuff together. We breaking down. You didn't hear me? I'm sorry. You didn't hear me? Okay. So we're going to break this down. So what happened, what I found is that as a woman, we want to do everything else, but we forget about down there. And that's an open wound for us.
Yes,
so
it is.
that's
a very open wound.
Yeah, you just had the baby, so you know.
Very.
The love box is very open. So I want you to feel this again. Right?
Ew, it's shedding.
What you think? What you think that is? This is a synthetic material. So when you come on and we get that wetness, of course it's like we get raw, we agitated, it's uncomfortable, we like squishy, chafing. It's the worst.
I hate it. That's why I always use tampons, because I never wanted to deal with the pad situation. I never wanted to change my pad you know what I mean?
Right.
Always plugged it up. Always.
Because it was more comfortable.
It was more comfortable. It was way easier to deal with. I felt like my period went by a little bit more faster because I wasn't even paying no mind.
So you want to be careful with that too.
Yeah, I know. That's why ever since I heard about them, I've been trying to.
Yeah. So this here, what you have here, is just a piece of paper with some pretty blue dye on it. Now the blue dye is not even supposed to be in our bloodstream, right? At all. At all. This is blue dye on a piece of paper. This is part of their absorbency system. So this blue dye is not even supposed to touch and be inside of our bloodstream. But you know, when we stand up, our flow comes down. Then we sit down, and it goes right back up. So you got the blue dye, the synthetic, right? So what do you think this is? What do you think that is?
Cotton?
It's not. It's a whole bunch of different fibers. Recycled trash. As trash is the cheapest material that you get more bang for your buck off. And then what happens? It goes through a whole process, bleaching process, more importantly. And it gives the appearance of white, but if you look at it, it's starting to turn yellow.
Yeah.
You know, when we wash our clothes too much, bleach starts turning yellow. That's what this is. So what I found in doing my research. So please look up. There's a what's inside your head, one, and then the harmful benefits of the harmful effects of dioxin. I looked up both of these things. Like after I seen the video, when I looked up these things, and what I found on WebMD and on Google is that dioxin is formulated and created when they go through the process of the bleaching and chemicals. So that causes dioxin. Dioxin is 10 times worse than cyanide. So we know about cyanide.
What is that?
It's a chemical that you swallow. Poison.
Poison.
There's a poison. Let me say that. And hazardous. So when you see it on the cans, you always see the X's. You drink, you die, and call poison control.
Poison control.
Those things. So this dioxin is worse than that. So then you have the synthetic, we have the blue dye, and then we have
recycled trash.
The recycled trash and the dioxin. Now, what I found out about the dioxin, you can look this up. That's why I say look up the harmful effects of dioxin. What I found out and what kind of made me momentarily depressed and more so wanting to be more involved with sharing this information with women was the fact that it can cause the endometriosis. It can cause the pelvic inflammatory disease. It may cause the
heavy cycle,
the fibroids, vaginitis, bacterial infections, yeast infections. That's on a lower scale. So if you go to the higher scale, if you look into it, watch it. I looked on WebMD. I did Google the other search engine, and it came up on it was like oneness. It came up one return, one research, and everything. So a lot came up on it. You just had to read it. So you look here.
Yeah. This.
What that feel like?
A balloon, rubber.
Trash bag, sis. You got how hard you gotta get in there to get. Look at that. And it's still not even rubber, right? It's a trash it. It's okay.
It's okay. Just get out of it and
right.
go back.
So.
No.
That is a trash bag.
Trash bag. The equivalency of a trash bag.
And we putting these on our.
And they put it on it. So you got synthetic. You got blue dye. You have the trash and bleach dioxin, and you got trash bag. Our bodies are 98.6 degrees on a good day. When we on our menses, our bodies heat up even more. So when we sit down, when we stand, we flow down. When we sit down, everything is going back into our system. So when they come and talk about the side effects, now it makes sense because our love box is literally an open wound.
It is.
And because of that, we're getting it. Now, when I talk to people, and people's like, well, what about tampons? Tampons, we look it up, it's amazing. And when I tell you, I did my research. What's inside of a pad is inside of a tampon. When you use a tampon, using the tampons is having a greater effect because it's directly connecting internally to your flesh.
There.
So
in there, of course.
So that's why when they say may cause may cause the toxin shock syndrome, it's real. That it's real.
It says that on there?
Yes.
There's a famous actress right now, right?
What's her name? Tamara. Not Tamara. The one that's in Girls Trip. She does a video on YouTube about what happened.
She just lost her leg from it.
Really?
TS. So it's definitely serious.
Is that the same one? I don't think it's the same one. But it is one that did just lose her leg.
Yeah, she's starting to become a sponsor against it, like an advocate against it.
Yes. Yeah. The lady told us. Remember when we were on?
It's on my Facebook.
You have on Facebook. The lady told us when we was at Cowtown. Oh, you wasn't with us at Cowtown. I was thinking about Tasha. I'm sorry. Now, before I go any further, here I'm gonna pour a little bit more in here. As you can see,
she lost her leg.
Yeah, she lost her leg. She lost her leg, and they're actually discussing her losing her other leg because the toxic shot is still in her system.
Yeah.
Wow.
And that's bloodstream work.
Yeah.
So that's how dangerous it is, but they don't tell us that. So you see I have the 2 cups here. This cup has more water, this cup has less water. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap up the pretty blue dye and put it in here with the yellow stuff.
With their
absorbency system. And we're going to put that in there. I want to make sure that I'm politically correct. Now we're going to go through our pad. Here's the Cherish pad. We put this right in the middle. So when we do the Cherish pad, let me open it up. I'm going to be careful here because make sure everything wrapped up. Now, I'll tell you the beautiful thing about this pad. Not only is it like great for us, right? But you're never going to the store and you'll never see this. You'll never see that. See that? That's telling you what's inside of your pad, what our makeup of our pads are. You know how dope that is?
Let me see.
You'll never see that. You know how I know? Because after I joined this business and started my own as an independent distributor, I was looking. I started looking. Never find it anywhere. You can look here, feel that. You got it.
A lot softer.
That's cotton. This right here. Go down the middle. And
Straps don't look like that.
don't do that. You can see the breathability there in it.
Yeah.
Right? That's dope balloon. This is what makes me excited. This, put that up there. Let me tell you, this is the algae strip infused with negative ions. So negative, huh?
Nothing, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. So the negative ions are the vitamins of the air. So after it storms, then there's a calmness in the air, negative ions. You at the beach, the waterfalls, that calmness, negative ions. So the beauty of this strip is that it helps with inflammation. It helps with balancing out your pH level.
I did that when I first dropped, and I was just all the way open.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
because they was giving me like just any pads with like the ice packs in it. Like it was just
a lot, and it was no good. So
horrible.
now you know better. See, now we know, and now we're gonna do better. And it helps. And a lot of people talk about the first thing most people notice is that it cuts with the smell.
I've been having that issue because of, I don't know, my period. That's why I was like, let me come because it's still changing. So I've been having that issue. Yeah, it sucks. And then I go to my gynecologist and they say there's nothing wrong. You know what I mean? But it's like, what the? I mean, when they do like this, like the swabs or sometimes, and they run the test, it's nothing. Like everything is fine, but still my body.
I know it's different, and your body's still gonna take some time to forget just after having a baby. All right, so this is our next layer. Our next layer is the air lay system. Now, the beauty of the air lay is that it wraps around, so it acts as a top layer and a bottom, pretty much all around. I'm gonna say that several layers because it actually protects what our absorbency system is. And even feeling this, it's not even as wet. You know, pretty much dry. And this is cotton as well. So everything through and through. Yeah. So that's cotton all the way through. You can see that. That's a good work right there. You don't get that. Now, this right here, this little pretty thingy right here, what it look like it's good, right? This is our absorbency system. This is plant polymer. So this thing is awesome. Wrapped in this, it keeps us dry. So when you see me pour the water on top of the pad and it was pulling down, that's exactly what it was. It was the polymer pulling down the moisture to keep you dry. So that's why when you touch the top of your pad, it was dry. So I'm gonna put this polymer here in a cup that clearly has way more water in it.
That polymer has the ability to absorb 300 times its weight.
300 times.
Wow.
So, polymer, they have the polymer in our baby's diaper. So if it's safe for our baby.
I was literally just about to say that. I was going to say when babies whose diapers are really full, that's what comes out.
Right.
That's what comes out.
It absorbs before anything.
That diaper got to be hanging. It got to be that baby got to have that diaper on all day for it to be like that. Cuz my daughter will have a diaper on for a couple hours and I think it'd be a long time and her diaper will never be like that. You know what I mean? But I've seen cases where diapers and that now I see why. Now that's just falling apart. You know what I mean? Like a cotton ball. You put cotton ball in something, it's just toilet paper, basically. You touch toilet paper with water, it's over.
Yeah. So this is our bottom.
Oh my gosh, look at the water going down.
You see it?
Absorbing it.
You can actually see how it's sucking the water up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can see the water going down.
That's nothing at all.
Look at that.
Water in there.
Don't worry about it.
That's my phone.
So you can see the difference in the water.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's still sucking up everything that's in there. That's the beauty of the polymer. So that's how when we did the test, it comes up dry. It automatically sucks it down. Now this is the beauty of the bottom of our pads. You see here, to see the 4 strips. Now this can rip, right? But the beauty of the 4 strips, you're not gonna do that with that. Not a trash.
Yeah, no, you're not. You see, I had to pull it. It was going through my fingers.
You're not gonna do that with them. So here is 4 strips. Now these strips are breathable strips. So I normally like to try to have something hot so I can show people. It's better to show than just hear and tell it. So if there's a cup of water that's hot and the steam is running through it, if I was to put this on top of it, the steam will come through it because it's breathable. But nothing comes out because the way our absorbency system is really set up. Truly, it's set up for us to keep us dry and keep us straight. So from top to bottom, layer to layer, it's a breathable system, and we're staying dry. And with the negative ion strip, like I said, most people, the first thing they notice first is the lack of odor or no odor at all. So, and another beautiful thing I didn't tell you is that it helped cut down your period.
Oh yeah, she did mention that.
Oh, we are in the conversation.
She mentioned that.
Yeah, there are some testimonials that some women, about a good maybe like 90% women, end up after a couple of months of wearing it, will see days of their cycle.
Yeah, that's good because I have mine I've had mine already for probably like a week and a half.
So that was my thing. When I came, I was on my period for 7 to 9 days. Now I'm down to about 4.5.
So now I'm off, like, I'm completely off. I'm not bleeding no more. The brown stuff is gone. It's just now, it's just a little bit of discharge left from my period. That's like, it's just that odor still. And then sometimes it's probably a light spotting, but not even a lot. You know what I mean? So but now I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm just ready for it to be over.
That's why we was talking about the panty liners, because the panty liners.
I know, I can't even wear, like, I have to wear something on there or I would, you know what I mean? It would make me uncomfortable all the time.
So I heard it decreases with pain too.
It does.
I get
inflammation, the cramps.
Yeah, with the negative ion.
Yeah. So
were you recording?
Yeah. So.
Oh
no. Yeah.
So as you can see, nothing was soaked out there.
How long do you think that's been sitting in there in that cup? Man, who would you got to guess?
Yeah. How long do you think that's been?
About 2-3 minutes.
Yeah, about 2-3 minutes.
A little bit longer.
This I think ours.
She been talking good.
I think ours is more like 2 or 3 minutes. But you could tell there's no difference, nothing there. But look at ours, nothing.
It was like about 2 minutes,
Yo.
48 seconds.
Sucked all of that. You wanna come out? Come on out. Come. Oh, there she goes. There you go.
You wanna touch it?
Go back and look.
Oh my gosh, that is crazy. And then
That's all wet.
toilet paper.
So the beauty of
that is amazing.
it is. I love it. The beauty of it is
You took that out all in one piece.
Yeah. So the beauty of it is it's gonna do the same thing. The more we pour on there,
the more it's going to
the more it's gonna suck up. You can just watch it. It just keeps sucking it up and eating it up. It's okay. So that's the beauty through and through of a Cherish pad. So when I talk to people about it, it is near and dear to my heart, but it's still good for everybody. So
you telling me that cup is going to suck up the rest of the water that
you can look at it.
It already
competitive
has.
pad.
See it?
Oh my God.
Yep, it already has.
There's nothing.
Wow.
It
And
just
there's
sucks
still
on.
water in the other cup.
She can actually probably keep pouring if she really wanted to. I'm gonna drop the whole cup.
Oh,
You dumping some of that
God.
trash in my polymer.
Sorry, I do apologize.
Yeah, she dropping trash in my polymer.
I do apologize.
But you watch
This is
it. You
what
can see it. Do a zoom in.
This is what
You
I'm
can see
conditioned
it.
to deal with.
You can see it. It's literally sucking it up, even on the sides. You can see it poured down. Still eating it up. So that's the beauty of it. That's why we stay dry. That's why once you change, it's hard to go. You can't go back. It doesn't make sense to go back.
And I'm the type of person where I always like once I get set on something, I like that's what I get set on. Like even little stuff, my deodorant, I only use one deodorant. I gotta buy that one. I don't use nothing else. You know what I mean? But I always been flip floppy with pads and Tim. I just kind of get what I had at what I could get at the time because I didn't want to deal with my period. I hate it. I hate dealing with it.
Yeah, and
I hate the blood. I hate the cramps. I hate everything. The smell. It makes me want to. Oh my God.
I know. So today we're gonna make sure that thank you so much, sugar. I want you to make sure when you get your pad, right? You're gonna do your panty liners in a pack of pads, okay? You gotta make sure that you give me your
feedback.
I need your feedback.
You
I
are
need that
gonna get my
testimonial, right?
I got you.
Then after that,
advertise on mine and then I'll put your link and everything.
Thank you. Then after that, it's going to be beneficial for you. I just need you to make sure that you go on setup. Even if it's nothing more than $10 a month, automatic auto ship. So that way every month
You'll
is
have
gonna
it.
come to you for $10. You might with shipping and handling, you're looking at what, $5.99 maybe, $4.99, $5.99 for shipping and handling. So $15 a month with everything, just to make
What does
sure
it come
you
with?
whatever pack.
Oh, whatever we
want.
pick. Oh, whatever
Yeah,
we
whatever
pick.
you decide to pick, and then you'll actually end up getting a link that will you can give to one of your referral friends.
Yeah, and then
they'll
it'll
get like I think it's like 10% off. 10% off.
Yeah, we'll grab a couple packs of pads. So even with doing that, so that's our day pad. Actually, I could just show you this here too. So if you look here, this is our panty liner. And all of our pads, they have the strip. That same strip that helps with the odor, the inflammation, and everything.
That is lovely. I need.
It's
Oh
all
my
there.
gosh!
So that's the panty
I'm about
liner.
to cry.
Don't cry,
You're
sis. Don't
saving
cry.
me.
Yes, absolutely.
Panty liner.
That's the panty liner. This is our day pad. This is what we just did the demonstration
Okay.
with. Right?
The pink one is.
So I feel like on my period, if I would regularly get my period, my first day is gonna be heavy. My first day is gonna be heavy, so I would usually just wear probably the day pad. But overnight, sometimes it just depends on how I sleep. You know what I mean, and whether it's gonna come out or not. Like if I sleep, of course, yep. But as soon as I get up, it's gonna come all out.
Well, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off before you go on. There's actually knowledge, misknowledge behind to why that happens.
Yeah,
Right?
seriously, I need to know.
You need to make sure that you have a actual cotton underwear on.
Really?
And then you need to adjust your napkin a little bit down towards, so when you land, it's absorbing that.
Yeah, towards the
instead of it being at the front.
in the front, yeah,
and that's
yeah,
when you
because
normally have access.
towards the back. But I have the packet pads that I was telling you about. They're overnight ones, and when I tell you one night, all night, it was itching down there all night. I wanted to cry.
That's because
I wanted to cry. You
material.
don't understand. Like it was so bad. Like I had to get up in the middle of the night. I had to take it off and just put like toilet paper or something because I could not wear that pad. It was. I woke up the next day, hair bumps all over my everywhere, rash, and I don't ever break out from anything. My body doesn't like lotions or anything like that. I don't usually break out. So when I noticed the rash on my butt a little bit when I'm taking a shower, it was burning. I'm like, what the heck? Like I was like,
it was because of that.
It was because of that. It was like I was. That's what made me really like.
Yeah, definitely.
I got them sitting around there. I said I'm gonna just throw them out because they open just like you had that one. They open halfway open, everything just sitting there.
Right.
Pads, I put them in my purse, everything.
And you don't need it at all. Like literally.
Yeah, definitely. Throw
You
it away.
don't
I
need
wouldn't
it.
even give it to
Yeah,
nobody.
to nobody.
That's
No,
not a
because
gift.
that's not a gift ever. That's always gonna be trash. It's always gonna be trash. You don't ever when you switch, don't give it to nobody because that's you killing somebody else. That's how I took it. So this is our night pad, and did we get that? She didn't bring a
Oh,
paper.
I'm sorry. I know I'm supposed to be getting one of each.
It's fine. So this is our night pad, and as you can see right behind, this is our overnight pad. Right? We want to say it's about a half an inch, probably longer. Than,
That's the day, and then that's the night.
This is the night pad. So yeah, you can see it. So I pulled it out so you can see the difference. So
Here's the night one.
yeah, this is the
It's
night.
the purple pack.
So and that one, and that, and it's resealable, and the adhesive on it is plant based. It's safe for the environment. It's safe for us, eco friendly. And then this is the overnight, and this is it. The 7, the blue.
pack.
That's the blue pack.
And that's the largest Cherish pad.
Yes, that was this one right here.
This is a perfect example of when you're at night. And you're wearing your cotton underwear. Because of your face, you would
and it has double wings. See that wings
Oh,
here,
yep,
wings there.
yep.
So you would just kind of slide down a little bit, and then it will give you that protection to where you don't have any accidents.
So that's Cherish. That is our demonstration for our beautiful and comfortable and dry premium sanitary napkins.
Yeah.
And they got
Yes, ma'am.
nothing, always ain't got nothing on this.
Nothing.
Somebody else did that too. So we go ahead and wrap that up, and then we'll go ahead and talk about how your flow is.